Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about this particular Grimburg carry less lethal launcher that I own. I think I may have found the problem to everything that I've been dealing with, the thing that's been causing all the problems to my carry. I don't know if this is a universal problem for many other people or the product in itself. Maybe it is an individual thing for just this launcher and it has a defect. I don't know. But that's why I want to make this video, so that I can kind of like figure things out with you guys and maybe get your guys' helpful and constructive feedback and or opinion, because I know there's a lot of you guys out there that know much more about less lethal launchers than I do. I'm not an engineer and I'm very much not a professional at any of these less lethal launchers. I'm just a consumer that buys things and shares it online with all of you guys. And thus far, I've been kind of having a little bit of issues with this individual Grimburg carry, the one that I own. I've shared my issues thus far online. I've even sent this back to Grimburg themselves, and they supposedly fixed it. I don't know though if the underlying issue has been fixed with this, and let me kind of explain to you guys why. Originally, I couldn't even get a couple shots off. I shared the video. Again, if you guys want to find that video, it's somewhere in my channel feed where it just was not firing very correctly. It would fire one shot and then it would just sputter, and it was very unreliable. Sent it in and then they fixed it. They sent it back relatively quickly. And now with some effort, I can actually feed my CO2s. I can puncture my CO2s. I can get my rounds off. Works fine. But I do have an issue that I'm still dealing with that I don't think is normal when it comes to the operation of this Grimburg carry. Now, it is a threaded twist to puncture setup here. So you feed the rounds, and I don't have this doesn't have any rounds in it whatsoever. I know you guys can see it, but there's no rounds in it at all. But what you do here is, after you feed your rounds, after you cap it and all that stuff, you feed in your launcher here, and then with the rubber cap, you twist until it's firmly in place. Now, my 12-gram CO2s that I got with this launcher from Grimburg themselves are these right here. These were not recommended, but these were said to be acceptable to the launcher, along with 8 grams and 16 grams CO2s when I purchased the launcher. There was supposedly nothing wrong with using any one of these grams when it comes to your CO2. So 8, 12, and 16 gram CO2s that were threaded were supposedly acceptable for using in these launchers. Since then, some other YouTubers have said that Grimburg themselves have recommended and taken off. I don't know. I have to double check, and it's my fault for not doing the due diligence beforehand before making this video. But apparently they have taken off the 16 gram because they were thinking that that was the reason why a lot of people are experiencing issues with their launchers. Excuse me. Again, this is a 12 gram CO2. It's really hard to come about 8 gram threaded CO2s. It's even really hard to come about the 12 gram threaded CO2s online, and especially in your storefront. So please consider that before purchasing. Again, I'm not trying to deter people away, but it is real. Like, they don't make a lot of these threaded CO2s in those grams anymore, in those sizes, because it's not in high demand, right? Like, it's just simple economics, like, right? It's all about supply and demand. If there's not a lot of products out there that are demanding 8 gram or 12 gram threaded CO2s, what's the point in mass producing them? And if you, oops, sorry, I have my walkie-talkie because I am in the office. I own a med spa here. I promise HIPAA, if anybody's name gets dropped, I will just delete this video, but I don't think so. I don't think anybody has. Anyway, so please consider that this is a 12 gram CO2 provided by Grimburg. It should be accepting or acceptable to this launcher. Shut up. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and thread it. And this is what I want to get at. When I thread it, I'm putting a little bit of force on this. It stops right there. It stops threading into the launcher right there. Look how much that sticks out. That's not a problem. I actually like that because it extends the hand placement or the grip, and I can actually put my pinky somewhere when it's fully threaded in and punctured. The thing I don't like is the way that it sits. And I think that's been my problem thus far. Now, you can't see it with this one because there's a cap on it. I'll use another 12 gram CO2 provided by Grimburg and kind of show it to you guys here. You see how it sits cocked to just one side, how there's so much space here and not a lot of space here. It's like it's off just a little bit, right? It's like you have to force it here. And really and truly and honestly, any other threaded CO2 product that I've ever had, you can kind of feel exactly up to the point of where it's at. This doesn't confidently feel like it's threaded all the way up to the puncture needle in the housing unit that is your hand guard or your hand, whatever. You guys get what I'm saying? Your handle. So yeah, like, so there's that, right? Like I could thread it. And you've been seeing, at least I've been seeing, I should correct myself. I've been seeing a lot of other YouTubers out there putting out videos where they just go, and you can hear it click and puncture and pressurize and all that stuff, and it's good to go. That's not been the case for mine. Whenever I've been sharing my usage of the carry thus far, it looks like I have to twist it until the hissing, until the CO2 actually fully stops leaking air, or, CO2 or pressure or gas, and until that happens, like, right, I'm continuously twisting, and where everybody else, it just looks like they go, and it pressurizes. I think the way that this has been manufactured is, again, it stops right there. I have to put a lot of force. Like I'm even using my other hand. It's not going anywhere. If I do it anymore, it's going to start hissing, and I'm going to have to keep cranking it until it's firmly sealed. And I think that's been my problem. I think it has everything to do with that housing unit in there that's accepting this threading. I think it's off. I've been inspecting it. I've been looking for some kind of defect, some kind of like, nick or something that's in the threading. I can't see it. I can't see it at all. I don't see any kind of defect. I don't see any kind of error, malfunction, or anything in there. It looks totally fine, right? No nicks in the threads, no nothing. Looks like it should be accepting it absolutely fine. But I think that's it. I think that's what's been going on. And I've been wondering if anybody else has been dealing with this. Are you guys all able to, with your 8 gram or your 12 grams, just go and it pierces and seals? Or are you guys having to kind of twist? Because again, when I've shared my initial videos with everybody, that's what everybody was saying. You're just over tightening it. You're ruining it because you're over tightening it. I'm only tightening it. And you can go back in all my other videos. I'm only tightening it until it stops leaking air. Like, right? That's what you should be doing. You should keep tightening it until you don't hear the air hissing out of your gun, or it's not a gun, your launcher. And so that's what I think has been the culprit. Grimburg or anybody else who might have any more thorough insight on the issues, please let me know. Is that what you guys think has been going on? Is that why some of the issues that have been presenting themselves with mine or other launchers have been, why? Like, is that why it's presenting it? You guys let me know, or let us know. I would love to know in the comments down below. All in all though, it still works. Like, I just got to kind of put a lot of effort into it. I just wish it was like everybody else is presenting, right? Like a simple, reliable one twist. I get it there, and it's ready to go. If that was the case, like everybody else is, I'd love this thing. But it hasn't been. It's been me having to hurry before I lose any more pressure or lose any more gas in the unit, and then having to deal with it that way. So I know. Let me know what you guys think. Any case, hope you guys are staying cool, super warm out there. Stay hydrated. Peace.